opportunity knocks and you can become something successful in life, you gotta push forward. This ain't made for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody ain't gonna be a star. Everybody ain't gonna be the Everybody ain't gonna be what you are. Just like when T-Pain came out. T-Pain was the and everybody took his auto-tune. Now where's T-Pain? I just go back to that time when I was young and I didn't know what I wanted to do in life. And once I finally grabbed a hold to what I wanted to do, which was this music thing, right. And I loved every minute of it, despite me not being able to make money or have a career, I had to believe in myself. And I want to say that to the youngsters out there that's watching, you know, believe in anything that you believe in, but have the most believe in it yourself. Whether it's being a doctor, a lawyer, or a chemist, or whatever it is, you have to believe yourself. And then once you believe, the dream will come true, and then people will believe in you. That's what dreams are made of. You have to believe in it, and then the dream can't come to life. Advice that I would give all of the rappers in the game is to be original. That's one thing about, you know, when I came out, originality was a must. You had to sound like you had to be you had to have your own everything. And I just feel like it's a lot of, you know, mimicking going on because it's a fad and everybody feels like what's hot, we're gonna do what's hot. We're gonna rap the same way, we're gonna rap over the same beats, as opposed to being different and dynamic the way it was supposed to be. And that's what we doing right now with this Bush project. We putting something different out there. It's not the bounce, it's a groove line. Yeah. We got a groove line with this record right here. It's a groove that only, you know, if you grown, you find it real quick. But if you young, it take you a second to catch up to. That opportunity knocks and you can become something successful in life. You got to push forward. Like even with myself, I had to make a decision when I was a drug dealing gangbanger. Am I gonna become a rapper and leave this behind when I'm getting this money and, you know, this ghetto superstardom? Or do I really want to become a real star and let that go and push it to the limit and say, I'm not finna eat, I'm not finna get no money, I'm not finna do nothing but put my faith in this. And I did, and 20-some years later, I can say, all right, this was a great decision. My message was just to find peace within yourself. Because once you find peace within yourself, the energy that you get usually is reflected, and people get their energy off of you. So, and that's what I've been able to find from being, you know, on the negative energy side as a young artist to a grown man that projects positive and peaceful music, but it still has the energy of a young spirit. So it's all within the same realm, but it's just finding yourself and being able to be within yourself and have peace, so that way you can project peace. You know, especially on the internet, you know, you can get pulled into a whole lot of negative energy. I've done things where I put pictures up and read comments and then I'll say something back and I end up arguing with somebody on the internet that I don't even know. And I'm like, you didn't pull me all the way out of my skin. So it's like, it's just a point of knowing, you know, your limitations as far as where you'll go and let people take you out of your frame of who you are. Like, I'll never allow nobody to take me out of the mind state that I'm supposed to be in, you know what I'm saying? To never let them see me sweat, to never let them see me, you know, deal with adversity as if I can't deal with it.
How would you describe your body of work prior to this transformation?
Gangster.
Now, people laugh at that, but it really isn't all that funny, is it?
No, it's not, because it was more or less the betrayal of what I lived and the life I lived in the community that I came from. I came from selling drugs, being involved in a gang, so most of my music was representative of that. But then once I became successful, I strayed away from that and became a business and became who I am now. So that's why the music is more representative of who I am today.
Now, let me ask you a question. Let's say that this music that represents more of who you are today is not as successful as the music that represented how you were years ago.
It doesn't bother me. I'm not doing it for, you know, financial reasons or successful gain. It's more about where I'm speaking to facts and issues that, you know, like, for example, the gun issue. I have a song called No Guns Allowed that speaks directly to the issues of gun violence, because I feel like that's real. I think it would be nice if that took hold across the popular culture, really. Yeah, and you know, it starts with you. You got to be good. You got to be the man in the mirror to say, you know what, I'm gonna start with myself, and through example, I believe that people will follow. I believe that the right thing will be done, because I'm one who used to lead people in the wrong direction. Now I'm leading them in the right direction. I respect the youngsters. I respect the movement, because it's a young man's game, and I've always been like that. That's why they call me Uncle Snoop, because I've never disrespected them. I've always treated them as my nephews. Even if I didn't like their shit, I never told them I don't like it. I tell them, look, maybe you should try to be a little bit more original and not follow the fad. You know, because the fad is only a fad. That rap style is going to play out in a minute, but if it's yours, it's going to live on forever. Just like when T-Pain came out. T-Pain was the shit. then everybody took his auto-tune
and went with it.
Now where's T-Pain?
He even got a, where's his hair at? He cut his shit off too.
Because that's what the game do. The game suck you dry. It takes from you. You know what I'm saying? It's like the originals gotta understand, when you're original, you gotta find ways to diversify your portfolio. In other words, meaning that how I always come back with some different shit. I'm Snoop Dogg at all times, but I'm able to do this, that, and that, to where it finally comes back to the point to where I started in 1992, it's 2015, and I'm still on the radio talking to you about an album I got coming out that's relevant. Best advice I can give you is go make some noise, you know. These MCs right here was doing their thing before I got with them. That's what made it easy for me to get down with them. I didn't have to teach them how to be who they are. You got to find out who you are and be the best at that. And once you master at who you are, being great at that, eventually somebody like myself will come across you and be able to give you that opportunity. Or you just may make it on your own. Some stars are born. You know, you don't need people like me to make you when you're a born star. So I just want to inspire those out there that watching what we doing, seeing what we're doing, just look at the positivity of what we're doing. After practice over the years, I wasn't great in the beginning. I was all right. And then I got cool. And then I got good. Then I got better. And then I got great. Those are steps to becoming great. And a lot of people ain't willing to take those steps. It takes 10 years at something continuously to become great at it. And I stuck with it for 10 years straight. Before I had a record deal, before I had money, before I had lights and camera, before I had, you know, people wanting to sit down and interview me.
So, Snoop, are you ready to play with us now?
I'm ready to get this money.
Yeah. Well, now, you know how it plays. You get one question, and if you get it correctly, you get 50,000. If you happen not to answer it, you'll get 25,000 anyway.
Oh, so it's a win-win.
It's a win-win. You got that right, yeah. You play trivia much? You fool around?
Yeah.
You do you? Well, you've got one expert to help you. His name is Ken Jennings. He's the top trivia guy of all time. And you've got the other lifelines as well. So if you're all ready, Snoop, we're going to go for it right now?
I stay ready, so I ain't got to get ready.
Okay, fine. Well, let's play Billionaire with Snoop Dogg. Okay, Snoop, here it is. In the 2009 superhero film Watchmen, which character's costume fittingly includes a mask decorated with ink blots? The comedian, Dr. Manhattan, Night Owl, or Rorschach?
Man, I seen that movie too, and I fell asleep on it.
Don't tell me that, Snoop. You fell asleep, you got 50,000 writing on this. Watchmen. Which character's costume fittingly includes a mask? Anybody wearing a mask that you remember?
I remember him wearing the mask. I remember the things in there.
Ink blots, yeah.
But I don't remember his name.
Comedian, Dr. Manhattan, Night Owl, or Rorschach?
Can I ask the audience?
You want to ask the audience positively, yeah? Want to go for it?
Yeah, I want to ask the
audience, come on, Snoop needs your help. Snoop Dogg. Audience, in the 2009 superhero film Watchmen, which character's costume fittingly includes a mask decorated with ink blots? Was it the comedian, Dr. Manhattan, Night Owl, or Rorschach? On your keypads, vote now.
I think I know what it is. They gonna help me confirm the answer. I think I know what it is.
Okay.
I was asleep, I remember the name.
90% said Rorschach, and before the audience had a chance to answer, or while the voting was going on, you said to me, you think you know who it is.
I thought it was him because when I was asleep, I kept hearing that name.
Must have been a very exciting movie.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so you think it's Rorschach. The audience thinks it's Rorschach. We've got to make it a final answer. What are you going to say, Snoop?
My final answer would be D, Rorschach.
Yes, Snoop!